sound. Matt, we're back.
We're back, Rich.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Ears to you too, Rich. And can I just say, Happy New Ears to all of our listeners out there in podcast land who are listening to it in their new ear holes.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they've got the same ear holes, but I'm hoping they'll be very clean from all the swimming they did in the summer.
Unless you live in the other side of the world, where I believe it's the opposite of summer, which is...
You can do it, Matt. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You work it out.
The opposite of summer is...
Rhymes with splinter.
France.
No, it's winter.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Is it? It's winter outside.
So happy winter or summer.
Wait, hang on. I'm just going to go put a jacket on because it's winter outside.
No, you can't do that, Matt. It's 36 degrees.
I'm so hot.
You'll cook like a potato.
Oh, yum. Potatoes.
Look, if you saw us this year in January school holidays, we thank you for coming. Where were we, Matt? We were in the
Bondi Pavlova.
It's the Bondi Pavilion.
It was so much fun, and it was great to see everybody at Wyong too.
Yes, we went to Wyong. We did a show at the late time of 6 p.m.
Oh, it was so late, Rich.
But so late people wore their pyjamas.
So worth it.
Didn't they? They were wearing their pyjamas.
They were.
Even the technicians and the front of house staff, everybody.
It was really cool.
It was very informal.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
And thank you for everybody for listening to the Who Dealt It series. Investigative.
Just say true crime.
The Poo Crime podcast that we made and everybody listened to over holidays. And thanks for everybody for sending in their theories as well.
So good. The Wafts, Matt, what a family.
Oh, what a family, Rich.
What a wafty family.
We would like to thank the Wafts for allowing us into their lives.
Yes, indeed.
Which they didn't really do. We just kind of inserted ourselves in there.
As you would know if you live in Dunedoo, it was big news.
It was. It was all over the Dunedoo toilet paper.
Yeah, it was. The Dunedoo, is that what it's called?
It's called the Dunedoo Roll.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
The Dunedoo Roll. What an establishment.
It is a reputable news source.
Yeah.
So we want no spoilers. If you haven't listened to the whole of Who Dealt It yet,
good point.
Go back and listen to it, but we won't spoil it. But I will tell you that it isn't the person who everybody who sent us emails thought it was.
Yeah, and everyone in the foyer this year, they all thought it was Matt.
Yeah.
And Matt is not a suspect.
No.
Matt wasn't even there.
And if I did a fart in a car, everybody, I wouldn't be ashamed of it.
It wouldn't be news.
It wouldn't be news.
No.
And hello to our listeners in Dunedoo as well. And hello to our listeners in the Dunny. Rich, do you think sometimes people listen to our podcast on the toilet?
I think that it is unavoidable.
Nan's in the recording booth. Hello, Nan. She's giving us a big wave.
Happy New Year, Nan. Is she waving?
Well, she's sort of like swaying a little bit.
She looks very green.
Is that a new hat, Nan?
She changed shape.
I don't know. She might be working out.
Looking a bit triangular.
This is going to be such a good year for the podcast, isn't it, Rich? Because this year we gave Nan for Christmas a podcast recording course.
Yeah.
We gave her the money for it.
Yeah, we gave her the money. That's what she wanted.
She said to me the other day when we were in the kitchen that she's already enrolled in the course.
Oh, cool.
And that starts on the 30th of February.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So it's going to be a good year for the podcast.
30th of February. Okay, put that in your diary, Nan.
Is that a new necklace, Nan? It's very shiny.
It's very unusual.
It's good, isn't it?
Anyway,
Rich,
appreciate it. Yeah.
Can I ask you a very serious question?
What?
What's coming up at the podcast?
Oh, we've got so much on the podcast.
Do we?
Yes, we've got some jokes.
Jokes?
That'd be a bit of a change.
Wow. Yeah.
Actual proper jokes.
Well, good luck.
With a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Some of them have got a lot more middle than end.
It's true. It's true. It's true. They've got punchlines.
They do.
Yeah.
And some of them have got like mild slap with a wet towel lines.
Oh, yes. Some of them have just got lines.
Oh, yeah, poke lines.
Yeah, they do. Richard's Poetry Corner.
Oh, what?
Back with a vengeance.
Yes, I am so excited.
Tarquin and Amoretta, they're excited.
Do you know, Rich, at our shows in the Bondi Pavilion, some people said that they were excited to find out if Tarquin and Amoretta were in the crowd. Did you see them in the audience?
They weren't because it was too close to the beach and they're not beach people.
Oh, yeah.
They're poetry people.
They're indoors.
Yeah.
Okay. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, Richard's
Thanks
Poetry...
for calling it the podcast, Matt. Is this a new year? You're not calling it the podcast anymore, or the pod ice cream, or all those silly names you have for what we do?
I'm calling it podcast, but I'm spelling it POOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO podcast.
Okay.
But it's pronounced podcast.
I see. That's good.
But if this is your first time listening, Richard's Poetry Corner, it's just great. It's so moving, and we hear the poems and everybody loves them. So Richard's Poetry Corner.
Jokes.
An
episode of our lives.
We've got corrections.
And of course, there's going to be an ad because that's how we keep
the walls of the podcast flowing.
That's how we keep the oil in the lamps.
That's how we put the hat on the dog of the car of the court of King Caractacus.
So, Matt, people have gone back to school.
Have they?
Mostly kids and teachers, but, sometimes some other people.
Groundskeepers.
Bus
people
drivers.
who work in the office.
Yeah.
Bus drivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pigeons.
Pigeons.
So everyone's gone back to school. We thought we'd tell you lot an episode of our lives where we went back to school. What?
This is actually entering a really vulnerable space for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Rich taught me a very special technique that helps me when I'm scared. So,
Nan,
do you want to press play on the episode of our lives?
What's wrong with her hands? Looks
know.
like different shape.
Hang on. I'll just run around and do
spiky.
it for her. Maybe she hasn't done the podcast recording course yet, so maybe she just needs a little bit of a hand. I'll go and help her.
Gosh, she smells amazing. You smell so fresh, Nan.
Doesn't she smells pine fresh?
Pine fresh in there.
Anyway, I'll push play on the episode of our lives.
All right, Matt, have you got everything? We don't want to be late.
Yep, Rich, I'm just putting the last few things into my bag. Lunchbox, hat, pencil case, snacks.
Okay.
More snacks. Just a few more snacks.
Right.
Then some snacks.
Okay.
Oh, I better pack these snacks.
Okay, I think that's enough snacks, don't you?
All right, now I'll just have a little sit and have a little rest on the couch to recover from that whole packing ordeal, and then I'll be ready to go. Shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 hours. Night, Rich.
Matt, wake up. We've got to go because you're going to be late, which I get blamed for, which is horribly unfair.
Late schmate, Rich. What's time anyway? It's a human construct designed to turn us all into spokes of the ever-spinning wheel of capitalism. Whoa, I am already smart, so clearly I don't need to go to school. So, nanai.
Matt, wake up. Come on, we've got to go.
No, I've decided I'm not going to go.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
But you were excited yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'm not today. Rich. One day I'm this, one day than that. I'm a funny one. Good night.
Do you think you might be a bit worried about going to school?
Nah, you are. Nailed it.
Are you worried that your teacher might be mean?
No.
Are you worried that you won't understand all the stuff you're learning?
No.
Are you worried that you're way, way, way too old to go to school?
Not even close. These are the things that I'm worried about.
Okay. Reasons I'm worried about going to school by Matt, a.k.a. Professor Awesome, a.k.a. Jacob Cool Hair.
Nailed it.
A.k.a. Greg Greggleston.
That's me.
Okay. Number 1. What if the air conditioning is too cold?
Yep. Might catch a cold.
Okay. 2. What if there's a fish tank in the corner and it's my turn to feed the fish and it's actually a shark?
Yeah, Rich, that could happen.
3. What if someone fills the cupboard with bats?
Yeah. And then I open the cupboard and the bats fly out and they get caught in my beautiful curly hair.
What, so in this scenario you're wearing a wig?
Yeah, Rich, it's book week and I'm Rapunzel. Keep up.
Look, Matt, I've got an idea that might help calm all of these fears. It's a little trick I do when I'm feeling worried. I just take a deep breath and I think about the things that make me happy. I call it going to my happy place. So let me show you. You breathe in and you breathe out. And you breathe in and you breathe out.
Hello, Mr. Richard, sir.
Hello.
We've been expecting you here at the Library of Alexandria. All the greatest pharaohs are waiting to play your favourite board game, Potato Empire.
Lovely.
Would you like a muesli bar?
Oh, yes, please.
Rich, your happy place is a muesli bar in a library?
Yes, it is. Now, let me get back to it, please.
Yes, Richard. Have you met the Egyptian god Ra?
Hello, Ra.
I've got the head of an eagle.
Yes, you do. What? Yeah, but you don't fly. Why is it flying? Hey, stop pooping on the scrolls! That does not normally happen. Matt, you ruined my happy place.
Rich, I was just making a few tweaks to make it more happy.
Look, my point is that you have to get your own happy place. You see, when I'm worried, I just think of all the things in the world that I like and it makes me feel better. So you have to find your own happy place with your own things to make you happy.
Rich, that's some great advice, and thank you for always taking care of me.
You're welcome.
I've just got to find my own happy place. Let's see.
We don't have time for that now. Get your bag, we're going to school.
But what if they make me do the 7 times tables?
It's your first day at school. No one is going to make you do your 7 times tables on your first day at school. Now, come on. Later at school.
Okay, Brain, here we are at school. It's a bit cold, but I think I'm doing okay.
Good morning, students. My name is Mr. Pendle Worbley, and I thought we'd begin by doing our 7 times tables.
Oh, no. Oh, don't freak out, Matt. Don't freak out. Okay, just breathe and go to your happy place. Oh, it's not working. Come on, happy place. Think. Come on, Brain. Wait. Oh, I know. Here I come, happy place.
So I said to Sigmund, you've got to get off that couch and really sort out the things with your mother.
Hi, Rich.
Matt, what are you doing? This is my happy place.
No, it's my happy place.
No, but this is my happy place.
Yeah, my happy place is your happy place, except... Go for it, Ra!
Where is that? Ra! Ra doesn't normally fly. Somebody open a window and let Ra out and stop pooping on the scrolls. Matt, your happy place can't be my happy place, but ruined.
Rich, I'm not in charge of that.
Get out of my happy place! And now, let's see what's in this cupboard over here. Ah! Bats! So many bats! Children, count the bats! 7, 14, 21! Oh, this could be a learning experience! Well, your happy place, Matt.
Yeah.
Turns out what makes you happy is just ruining what makes me happy.
That's not true, Rich. That's not true. Everybody's got to find their own fun.
That's true, it's true.
But, Rich, 7 times tables.
Yeah.
That's a really scary times table.
It is.
It is the scariest of all times tables.
It is very complicated. It's more difficult than, say, the 5.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just basically the 10 in half.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's the 2?
The 2 is like the 1 times table with half as many numbers, unless you extend it to infinity, in which case it's the same, which is confusing.
That's confusing. What about the 6 times table? What's that?
6, it's a bit tricky. I find it's a bit rounder because there's a lot of even numbers going on, so it's less angular.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is the 9 times table
Yes.
just the same as the 6 times table but upside down?
I wish it was, but unfortunately, no.
See, this is maths.
That would be a life hack.
This is why it's important to go to school, isn't it?
Matt,
You learn out these facts.
I can cheer you up with some knock-knock jokes.
Oh, yay!
It's time for some jokes.
Hang on, Rich.
What?
I've been working on a theme song.
Oh, great.
For this section
Yeah.
of the show.
Okay.
And it goes a little bit like this. This is time for jokes. This is the time for jokes. This is the time for jokes. It's time for jokes.
So,
This is the time for jokes.
Okay, I think we
this
got it.
is the time for jokes.
Thank you.
This is the time for jokes.
Okay, wrap it up now.
It's time for jokes.
Okay.
Second verse. This is the time.
okay, I think that's enough now.
Oh, but I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Now, this episode
Yes, Rich.
of This is the Time for Jokes, knock knock.
Do you need to hear the theme song again?
No.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Goo.
Goo who?
Sorry, I don't speak baby.
Oh, that's good. Next.
Knock knock.
Uh-huh.
Who's there? You got to say who's there.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Stick.
Stick who?
Stick to answering doors, kid. You're a natural.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Toodle.
Toodle who?
Are you leaving so soon? We were just getting to know each other.
Are these going to go in our new joke book?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Burr.
Burr who?
I think you'll find it's pronounced Uber. Is this your first day?
What about this? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Burr.
Burr who?
Behooves you to open the door.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Kanga.
Kanga who?
No, I think that's just a large rabbit.
That doesn't make any sense.
Kangaroo?
Kanga who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
He.
He who?
Fetch a vet. I think my donkey is broken. One more.
Wait.
Knock knock.
That was good. That's a genuinely good one. Go. Yeah.
What do you mean? You're saying the other ones aren't? How dare you?
Oh, they're all how very dare you.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Moo hoo do.
Moo hoo do hoo.
Fetch a vet. I think my cow is broken.
That was a time for jokes.
That was a time for jokes.
That was the time for jokes.
Yes, it was.
That was the time for jokes. The time for jokes is then. That was the time for jokes. Second verse.
Okay.
That was the time. Oh, wait.
Still going.
I've lost my spot.
I have to say, the outro and the intro are slightly different, but also quite similar.
That was
Nan,
good.
Are you recording all this? She's a bit inert.
I thought that Nan would find the jokes funny.
She's a bit tree-like,
Yeah, she's
if I'm
a little
honest.
tree-like.
Anyway.
Yeah. Richard, can I just ask a quick question about Nan?
What?
Was she always in a plant stand?
No, she looks very different. And she didn't used to wear tinsel and little stars and chocolates hanging
That's
from her
weird.
ears.
Hang on.
Matt, is that just a Christmas tree?
Wait.
That's
wait,
the old Christmas tree.
Wait, hang on. I'll go and have a look.
That's not Nan. Oh, Matt's going.
Nan.
No.
It's not.
She's just put one of her hats on the top of the Christmas tree.
Put her hat on the top of the...
Oh.
Oh, no.
Does that mean it wasn't recording?
I don't know. Maybe she's out learning to do the podcast. For us.
Oh, no, but it's not February the 30th.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What is very sad about that is that
Yeah.
she's going to miss out on this next episode of our lives.
Hey, Rich.
Yes.
What do you think's going on in the fruit bowl right now?
What?
Yeah, like when we're asleep, what do you think the fruit's doing?
Well, nothing. They're probably just lying around waiting to be eaten, I imagine.
Oh,
Why? What do you think happens in the fruit bowl while we're asleep?
well, something like this. This week on Banana Drama.
Oh, Lord Cavendish,
Yes? What is it, Lady Fingers?
the time has come for you and I to split.
What? But don't you find me appealing anymore?
Oh, well, I thought we'd be together to a ripe old age, but I have fallen in love with Mr. Nashi.
Well, I'm sure you'll make quite a pair.
He wants to run away and be married.
But you can't elope. What will you do for money?
Well, we're happy to be poor. He's strawberry good to me. He's a real smoothie.
Well, I'm appalled by this. You've bruised me, Lady Fingers. I thought you loved me a bunch. But you should know that if you leave the fruit bowl, I'll be keeping our dog.
Amanda?
Yes, Amanda. What part of the fruit bowl is Amanda in?
Oh, don't mango like this.
I have to. I need a kiwi.
Oh.
What will happen to Lord Cavendish and Lady Fingers? Find out in next week's pithy edition of Banana Drama.
There you go, Matt.
Rich,
Yeah, what?
I want to tell you a secret.
What?
And it's something that I've never told anybody before ever in my life. So, safe space?
I'm all ears.
Safe space?
Yes.
I like bananas.
Do you?
You know, because they're so banana-y.
Yes. Where'd you get them from?
I get them from a monkey.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know where that monkey gets them from.
I don't know. If you know where the monkey gets the banana from, why not send us an email at hello@thelisties.com.
Yeah, or you could just shout it out the window.
True.
Just run to your window, fling it open and yell, "Banana monkey gets them from where? I don't know.
Where? We don't know. You almost said something
I
there.
nearly said something.
Cool. Matt, we have to keep the wheels of the podcast turning. And you know how we do that?
By our wonderful sponsors.
That's right. Sponsor time.
Okay, so we've had some really, really great sponsors in the past, haven't we, Rich? And you've loved them all.
Well, to be
Yeah.
honest, I haven't liked any of them.
Oh, well,
Because none of them have ever paid us anything.
That's not true. Our entire office is filled with supplies from Office Doesn't Works.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, actually, Matt, a lot of people have been sending in companies that we could get to sponsor us, a lot of our listeners. So
Oh.
thank you if you sent them in to us.
Yes.
And I'll just read you some of them, Matt.
Yes.
Okay, this is the kind of people that listen to our podcast.
Okay.
Babysitters Club. They're people who sit on babies professionally.
They would sponsor our podcast?
I don't know. This
We'd have to
person-
ask them.
Pet Barns. Not the pet store, but a place where you get a barn for your pets.
That's good.
Bees Churgers, which is cheeseburgers for bees.
Wow, yum.
Also, Taco Smell, which is a perfume that makes you smell like tacos.
Oh, this is good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Amazing. So there you go. Some suggestions from our audience. Thanks. Keep sending those in.
Yeah, please. And you can do that at hello@thelisties.com. or on our Facebook, or you can also answer the poll on our Spotify, which is a thing that Nan told me you can do, but I don't really understand how that works.
Yeah. Do you mean real Nan or Nan the Christmas tree?
Nan the Christmas tree.
Okay.
But the real sponsor for today's episode is, I'm just going to write down, because it's literally the best sponsor we've ever had, and it's going to make you so happy.
What? Oh, Matt, whoa.
Can you read it?
Can it be true?
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Wow, one of the biggest companies in the world has reached out across the ether and touched us with their magical fingers, and we will become the most famous
Hang on.
in the apples because they
sorry.
run the podcast charts.
Yeah, Richard, sorry, I just forgot an S on the end there.
What's apples? What's that?
No, apples.
Oh, apples.
Yeah.
Apple. Wait, so we're being sponsored by Apple?
Yeah.
You mean the fruit?
Yeah. You love apples.
But who? Like a company or just apples generally?
Apples.
Okay.
That's it. Go. Good luck.
Put them in a pie. Put them in a bowl. Or don't cook them at all. Apples. We come in 2 different colours, green and red. We're a favourite of horses, donkeys and humans. Apples grow in trees and also can be got from shops, just like bananas, although monkeys are not as interested in us. Apples have no packaging whatsoever. We're completely organic, unless we aren't. And you can even eat the seeds if you want to, although you do risk a tree growing out of your butt. But I don't think that would ever happen. I mean, maybe it would though. Don't eat the seeds. Apples, we're much better than pears. I think you can all agree. You'll be apples with apples.
Wow, Rich, that's great. Actually,
There's a lot of facts about apples in that ad.
there was a lot of facts.
Can't wait for those big Apple dollars to start coming in through the cat flap. Is that how they get in?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
They could do.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now time for everybody's least favourite part of the podcast.
Oh, no.
No.
Corrections. Yeah.
Sometimes Rich and I get things that are wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes we get things that are wrong, like you just did in that sentence.
Rich, this is what happens.
You should have said sometimes we get things wrong, but you said sometimes we get things that are wrong.
And that is Richard correcting me.
Yeah.
And I acknowledged that I was wrong, and it's good to do that. So we are now acknowledging all of the things that we got wrong by making corrections, because if we don't do this, lawyers will sue us. So here we go. 6 times 12 is not the corn emoji.
Oh. Professor Wheezeheaps is not a wizard from Hogwarts.
Really? Didn't they take...
I got that wrong too.
I thought they took Defence Against the Fart Arts.
No idea.
Okay, there we go. Pasta does not grow on trees. It grows on shrubs.
A shrub is not a tree that never learnt to grow up. Why are we talking so much about shrubs?
I remember we did that whole episode on shrubs.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Shrubcast.
Oh.
Peter Pan's sister is not called Scan Pan.
The following things should never be put inside a clothes dryer on the hot cycle. Woolen jumpers, it shrinks. Delicate fabrics, such as lace and sequins. Llamas, popcorn, and pterodactyls. You can, however, put a T-Rex in, but they won't like it.
Yeah. Well, how do you get them dry, though? You know? How do you dry a T-Rex?
Lie flat in the shade.
Oh, okay. Wasps are not just bees with anger management issues.
Mosquitoes are not commonly called Transylvanian flies.
And this one just says beep, 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 blop, beep, 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 bop. So that must just be for any microwaves that are listening.
Oh, shout out to you guys.
Okay, and that's all of them.
Oh, well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, Rich, what are you doing? It's
What?
time for Richard's Poetry Corner. I can't believe it.
Oh, I almost missed
nearly
it.
missed out.
Oh, my goodness.
It's literally the greatest part of the show, Rich.
Oh.
But just to get you in the poetry mood, Isabel from Sydney has sent us a poem to put in Richard's Poetry Corner. So I'm going to read it to you and you get to decide whether it goes into Richard's Poetry Corner.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
I will correct you, though, Matt. It's Isabel, the girl from Sydney.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Here it goes. I travel around the world at night. I have a special ability. That is flight.
Wow.
I eat mice and I don't howl. I am the one and only nocturnal owl.
Oh, I did not see that coming. Oh, thank you,
It's
Isabel, the
very
girl.
good, isn't it?
Oh, so
That's
good.
Very
Round
good.
of applause. Round of applause.
Oh, yes. Well done, Isabel.
I will just say, Matt, that was actually inspiration for me.
Was it?
So Tarquin Amaretta.
Wait. Actually,
Yeah,
I'll
what?
just go into the recording booth just to make sure that it's recording properly because you know how Nan
Because we're being recorded by a
by
Christmas
a
tree.
Christmas tree.
With a hat on.
With a hat on. So I'll just jump in and
Okay.
here we go. All right. So I'll give you the thumbs up when it's time for you to go.
Okay, well, I'm trying to follow Isabel the Girl's poem, so here we go. I travel to the beach and pool.
I didn't give you the thumbs up.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
I travel to the beach and pool. I absorb water and even drool. I don't eat mice and I don't howl. Yes, I am an ordinary towel.
Hang on, what's that on the top of Nan there?
There's another
Wait,
verse, actually.
Is that the
I
the
do
god
a job
Ra?
of dignity
Oh my goodness, Ra's on top of the Christmas
need
tree.
on the sand and the concrete. Even use me
It's
to
pooping
dry your
everywhere. It's pooping
feet.
everywhere.
Invented by a guy called Terry in all colours.
Bye,
even
everybody.
Hey, I haven't finished yet.
Oh, and that's the end of the podcast.
Well, thank you. Thanks for listening. Tune in next time. If you've enjoyed the show, why not tell a friend or a cat that likes podcasts or even the Egyptian god Ra. Stop pooping on everything.
The Listies Make U Lolcast is recorded on the lands of the Wurundjeri people here in Nam. If you'd like to stay in contact with us or buy us a baby chino for all of the fun times listening, you can do that on our website, www.thelisties.com. Bye!